Hi, beautiful soul. So happy to be here with you today. And we want to talk about the divine feminine energy, especially for women who are already mothers. All right, what is the divine feminine energy? It is the highest expression of our feminine energy. Again, from our older videos on feminine energies, we know that every one of us, independent from your genders, has masculine and feminine energy. And the divine feminine energy and the divine masculine energies are the highest expression of those energies. So, for the divine feminine energies, when we can balance our light feminine energy and our dark feminine energies, and to the highest expression, meaning at the high vibrational level, then we have the divine feminine energy. All right, why do I want to talk to moms, especially? Because if you are like me, you can think divine feminine energy is too complicated to sustain or to maintain or to unlock or to activate because you are so busy with your responsibilities as a mother. But it is such a beautiful thing that you are already a mother because it is one of the highest expression of femininity, being able to give life, being able to nurture human beings and an entity that we call the family. It can be with your partner, with your husband, or it can be in other constellation, right? Like in modern society. And in all cases, you have people around you to support you, meaning that even if you are a single mom, there are probably people in your life to support you. They can be friends, they can be family members, or they can be your children, even to support you, to help you on your mission, right? So, my first point is to really honor that connection and connectivity with other people to support us in our responsibilities as divine mothers, right? As divine feminine. So, acknowledging the support of the people in your life when they help you is one beautiful thing to do. And also taking the time to have gratitude, to express your gratitude when they do something for you. Most importantly, expressing to them what is really important to you in life so that they can support you at becoming what you want to become. You can also express how they can support you, right? And they'll be glad to help you on that mission. It's so much better when everybody is contributing for the evolution of the family entity than when one person, the mom, is doing everything and being exhausted, right? So it's so important that we know our values, that we know our self-worth, and that we work on increasing and activating our feminine energy, our divine feminine energy all the time, because in that way we blossom, we fill our cups up on filling. We make our cups full so that we can give to other people from our overflow. I know that in the current society, younger people are so afraid of creating a family, but actually, it is the most beautiful thing that we as human being can do to give life to another human being, right? And of course, you need to make sure that it's something that really resonates with your heart, because, like someone once said, having a child is like having a tattoo on your face. It becomes part of your identity, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. And it is one of the greatest blessings in our life. depending on where we come from, it will be something that we instantly want to do, or something that we are afraid of doing because of the responsibilities. So that's why, like I said before, knowing that you will have the support necessary in terms of people around you to guide you and to support you, and in terms of your own inner guidance, your intuition, that will support you also on that journey. For me personally, I had both, and I heavily relied on my intuition. It was something so natural for me to do, to create a family and to nurture that family. I always had that mindset that I'm going to grow with my kids. Like the kids are there and then we just grow together, right? And not being afraid, because there is not real mistakes in life. No matter what decisions you take, you will learn something, right? The growth mindset. It will help you to discover something about yourself, to learn something, and to go forward from there. So, not be afraid, and having that confidence, that trust in the higher intelligence that everything is going to be okay. So, this is also one of the points that I want to cover, that letting go of control, the surrender, the trust of a higher intelligence than us. If you take God on your team, you can call God or the universe or your higher self, you choose, right? So if you take God on your team, it means that you have a support, you have some guidance that will be shown to you in terms of signs, in terms of listening to your intuition, to know what your inner voice is telling you, what your inner guidance is telling you, and function regarding that inner guidance, not letting yourself be brought into confusion by what everybody wants from you, what everybody is telling you that you are supposed to do or not to do. By relying on that inner guidance always, it's so important because it will help you to know your self worth and to trust that everything is going to be okay always. So, knowing your self worth is also another important point, because your worth is already there. No matter what you have done, no matter what you have not done, you are already worthy just for existing. You are so unique, and your life experiences make you a unique person. And everybody around you, including your children, your family, your partner, everybody around you is going to sense that higher self-worth to the degree that you honor yourself, right? That you honor your life experiences. We can take what happened to us and let that bring us down, or you can take it and say, okay, this is another star in my life, right? It's an experience. And how is it serving me? What benefits can I get from this? And even if you perceive that there are drawbacks, how do those drawbacks help you in your life? What can you learn here? How is it helping you to empower your life, right? So, knowing your self worth and letting go of control to surrender to a higher intelligence, to God. Like I say in my last live stream, having that mindset that you are the vision, God is the power, and both of you are a team, right? And you can use that, remind yourself that, because having the right thought is really important also in order to stay in that highest expression of your feminine essence, right? The divine feminine energy. When you vibrate at a higher frequency, meaning that your thoughts are from a higher quality, your behavior higher quality, your actions even are aligned actions, then you are expressing your divine feminine energy. And it's not about being the nicest person and let everybody else come before you, because being in your divine feminine energy also means that you need to know how to set boundaries so that you prioritize yourself. You can fill your cup up by doing the things that you really love and that really inspire you in this life, so that you can blossom, you can have that light that can inspire other people in return, including your children and your husband and your family, everybody around you, the people in your community, everybody, right? If you don't learn to set boundaries, you will be acting from a space of resentment, because when when you say you will do something just to people please, just to please other people, they are not even aware of what sacrifices you are doing for them. And therefore, you will feel resentful because they are not even acknowledging the sacrifices that you are doing for them, right? So instead of going to that downward spiral of resentment, it's so much better to prioritize yourself and then to learn to say gracefully no to the people who want something from you and who are not aligned with your priorities, right? Saying gracefully no is like thanking them for thinking about you and saying, I'd rather not do that. You don't need to explain, yeah, in all terms why you are not going to do, but even if they insist, you tell them, thank you so much for thinking about me for this project or whatever it is that they want from you, but I won't be able to do it. Or I would not love to do that, right? So telling them that is a graceful way to say no and to be firm at the beginning. If you are sorry, if you are someone who is not yet used to have strong boundaries, then at the beginning it would be like you let them kind of bully you into accepting what they want you to do. And with time, you let them know that you love them, but at the same time, you prioritize yourself. And that's why you are going to use the time available to you to do what is important to you for that moment instead of doing what they want you to do. And in cases where you can link what is important to you to what is important to them, it's a win-win situation and it's where everybody is going to be happy. But this is not always going to be the case. So for every situation, you can say yes, you can say no, you can say maybe, or you can take none of all of that, right? So this is going to help you really create stronger boundaries. And when you create stronger boundaries like that, you say no to what is not important, it means that you are really saying yes to yourself and to what is really important to you. And this means that you are really saying yes to your highest expression of yourself, which is your divine feminine energy expression. All right, what else did I want to talk about? We talk about importance of connectivities, like your community, your people around you, and the support that they can give you and that you can get from them. Being grateful for that and letting them know, and also letting them know what is important for you, right? We talk about knowing your self-worth, that your worth is already there, and you recognizing that is going to help yourself to see that you are worthy and you deserve to put yourself first, to prioritize yourself and your projects, and the people around you are there to help you. And number three, you learn to set boundaries, strong boundaries, so that you always prioritize yourself. Because when you are fulfilled and your cups are full, you can give from your overflow instead of giving from resentment. Well, that are the points that are really important for a higher expression of your divine feminine energy. And also elevating your vibration, right? doing activities that will help you elevate your vibration. That is an important thing. And what activities are those? Well, we talk about them regularly, like connecting with your body in meditation or doing walks in the forest, in the park, in nature, right? And yoga, for example, where you connect with your breath and you observe, you intensify your senses, listening, your sensations when you are eating something. All those activities helps you to amplify your senses. And when you are really heightened, when you have really amplify your senses in that way, you are more connected with your body, meaning that you can more know what is going on in your body. You can more manage your emotions, and you can more know what kind of emotions you are feeling. If it's high vibrational emotion or low vibrational emotion, you can more listen to your intuition and know the guidance. If it's high vibrational guidance from your intuition, or if it's low vibrational guidance, maybe from your instinct, just to protect you from change. Change is one of the constant of life, so things are constantly changing. But our brain and our body are going to be there to help us to avoid change, because change means discomfort, and they will try to keep you in comfort. So your instinct might be some things, sometimes guiding you into staying where you are and not evolving. But when you access the higher part of the brain, the more evolved part of your brain, then you want to go forward and you want to pursue that higher expression of yourself in the form of the divine feminine energy, right? And it requires discomfort at the beginning of healing fall. At the beginning, it requires this discomfort because you are doing things that you haven't done before, right? But by doing those things again and again, you get used to them. And this is how you are more comfortable with the things that made you uncomfortable at the beginning. I cannot believe that I'm doing this live stream right now. And of course, I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, right? And at a certain moment, it was something that I was just thinking about. Oh, I would love to do live stream, but no, I'm too afraid. Oh no, I cannot do it. Oh, what if I do mistakes? Oh, what if I forget what I want to say? Or what if I do mistakes in the way I speak, right? And being able to let go of the control, wanted to control everything, wanted to edit everything so that the result is something perfect. It is what is going to help you to have self-compassion and so much more self-love, to say, okay, I know it's going to be discomfortable. I know it's not going to be perfect. And I know it doesn't define my worth, right? It's separate from your worth. What you do is not who you are, right? So understanding all of that is going to help you say, okay, I let go of the control. I let go of wanting everything to be perfect. The perfection, the real perfection is things as they are, right? So things as they are means sometimes when talking, I'll be searching for a word in my head, and that is okay, right? Letting go of the control and surrender to a higher source than us. God is going to guide me. Is going to give me the words when I look for them. Or if they don't come, then it wasn't the time for those words to come, right? Having that mindset, that way of thinking, knowing that you have something, somebody, or whatever, a higher intelligence, so much awesome than us, that is guiding you, that is supporting you, makes you being able to relax and to say, Okay, I'm going to bring my human self here and do all the mistakes necessary, but at the same time, I'm going to grow through those mistakes, through those discomfort, and little by little being comfortable with that. So it can be the same in our life as a mom, as a parent, being able to do our mistakes or not being totally perfect, the perfect idea that you have in your head of being the perfect parent, the perfect mom. It can be tiring sometimes. So, how about you just be your loving self? Remember that love doesn't mean that you need to be just a certain way, right? The people pleasing way and so on, but it means that you accept both part of yourself, the positive part, the negative part. You accept both part of everybody around you as well, your children, your spouse, people around you. You accept them as they are, not only accept them, but you love them for who they are. What happens when you love people for who they are? They become the person that you love, right? Meaning that when you can love your child or your partner for who he is or who she is, then you have the perception, in your perception, you have that impression that they are becoming all those qualities that you have in your mind, what a great, loving, fulfilled child look like, what a great, loving, fulfilled partner look like. They start expressing that around you. What happened is that your brain is not searching for all those confirmations, because if you perceive them as being loving and fulfilled, then your brain is constantly searching for those confirmation, and you start believing that those people, your children, your spouse, even yourself, and the people around you, everybody, is now starting to be the person that you want them to be, right? Not because you are trying to manipulate them or to force them to be that, but because you let them be who they are, who they really are, right? And this is how they want to express their own highest expression, right? Their own highest divine feminine energy and their own highest divine masculine energy. And life is so much beautiful when we can just be who we really are. All right, this leads me to my next point, which is a point that I've been thinking about recently, like looks, right? Your physical appearance. My thought on this are, is it necessary to wear makeup and to wear a lipstick and upgrade your clothes like you are seeing me right now? Or can you just be yourself? Like I woke up like this, you wake up and you don't do anything else, right? You're just free and yourself, right? All right. And like in most things in life, the real answer seems to be paradoxical, where the answer is to have both at the same time. All right, what does it mean? It means that I don't want to use the word should. I wanted to say we should be able, but I didn't want to use should, because the shoulds are like injections of my values, right? Or injections of the outer world values into my life. Okay, let's say we could be being our true self, like just without makeup and everything. The most important thing is to love that part of ourselves, right? Not judge that part, and being able to be at our highest expression. I'm thinking about having some eye dark circle under the eyes, maybe because you didn't sleep enough. And if people ask you why didn't you sleep enough, maybe you have so much to do and the children didn't went on bed on time, so you had to be late and so on. But the reality is that we always choose what we do, right? So despite being busy and stressed, we can still choose to prioritize our sleep and go on time on bed. I'm talking also to myself, by the way. So prioritizing is so much important. What is really important to us, right? If our health is important, then we understand that good nutrition and getting enough sleep should be right a priority. And by going on time to sleep, waking up when the time we have slept is enough, is going to help us to be fitter and not to have so much dark circle under the eyes. Also, taking care of our nutrition is going to take care of how our skin look in her natural state without the makeup, right? All right. So that is one aspect of the why looks matter, right? This other aspect is that do you feel when you have makeup on? Do you feel elevated? Do you feel more motivated? Do you feel yeah, like you have high vibrational thoughts and your self-worth is even going up a little bit because you are expressing another way your creativity, right? You are expressing yourself in another way, self-expression. So using makeup as a way to express yourself is different than using makeup because you don't like yourself or because you don't love yourself. All right. Makeup as self-expression, as embellishment, making something beautifying the superficial is really a beautiful thing. And if you look at our society today, the people will react differently to you when you have taken the time to put some effort in how you look, in your clothes, in your makeup, and everything, than if you just wake up confidently and say, okay, today I go out like I am without making my hair, without even choosing nice clothes with my pajamas, maybe you could do that, but people will also react differently, right? And if your mission include other people, then it makes sense that you take care of your appearance because it influences what your perceived value is from other people, right? Maybe you are thinking what other people think should not be important. But remember that community aspect, right? We are unique in our way, but at the same time, we are living with other people. And if our mission includes those other people, then what they think is not, we cannot just ignore what they think. Think about your favorite person on YouTube or in media, whatever, and imagine them coming to their show or whatever, just like I woke up like this, without anything, without having done anything to the state that they woke up and the state where they come to present, right? Can you see the difference in how you will perceive them? If it's somebody who used to take care of themselves, you will be like, what is going on? What is what is lost, right? What is wrong here? But it shouldn't be a way to stop them to do that if they wanted to, right? They love themselves and that is okay. But you will say that it is unusual, it is not so usual to see people that are in a mission that involve other people to come to their mission, to their workplace, so to speak, without taking the time to, oh, okay, without taking the time to do some self-care and to upgrade their appearance. So I was just starting my camera again. All right. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, what was that? I forgot. So we were talking about why looks matters. Oh yeah, another important thing that I wanted to talk about is age, right? When we are aging. So some people will feel so uncomfortable and start feeling bad because they are aging. First of all, I want to remind you that the beauty of aging is also gaining wisdom, right? When you are aging, your body is changing, that is true. And you can use stuff like garment or things that human beings have created, makeup, to enhance your appearance. There is also hair coloring, everything that can help someone to enhance their appearance, right? And some people will be like, yes, but I shouldn't need those things. You are absolutely right. From one book that I read, there was this woman, she was maybe like in her 15, 50, in the 50s. So there was a woman who was in her 50s, and she comes to a coach, let's say, or to a mentor, and says, "Oh, I'm so worried that I will lose my husband and my job to younger people, younger female people, right?" So the feminine energy at its highest expression, will not worry about those things because she knows her self-worth and she's so confident in who she is. She doesn't only bring this physical appearance, but she has that inner strength as well. Her intuition, her life experiences, her presence to comfort the people around her, right? But still, that woman came and she say, "Oh, I'm feeling not so confident because the younger people are all around. I think they will take my man and they will take my job and maybe also my children, because then my man will go with that younger woman and they will take my children away from me." And the answer from the coach was, or from the mentor, was like, nowadays you can, for not so much money, take care of your appearance, like change your wardrobe, make it more actualized. You can color your hair, make them more actualized, I don't know, make them look more beautiful. And you can use even plastic surgery. It's not something that I recommend, but that's what her mentor said to her. You can even use plastic surgery. Oh, I don't recommend it, but I don't judge it also, right? Because everybody is free to do what they feel is right for them. All right. So that mentor give them all those options, and also make sure that your skill set are still up to date, right? Bring them to the up to date version of your skill set. And she was like, "But I shouldn't be obliged to do these things." And her mentor said to her, "Well, you have the choice. And what is selling well today is the youthful look and having strong skill set that are up to date and being confident, right? All those things are what sell today, meaning that they attract people to you, and that is what people want to see more of that." Well, that was the answer of the mentor. And I was like, "Oh, I thought the mentor would be like, work more of your self worth. You don't need to compare yourself to others and that kind of stuff, right?" But it was really down to earth and telling her, yes, if you want to compete with the younger people, you better uh, upgrade yourself, right? So that you don't feel diminish. And also that other part of knowing what you bring to the market that the younger people cannot bring, for example, your life experience or your work experience, and your skill set and your management set or your connections, all of that as things that you bring, and being aware that you bring something to the table is going to help you not feel insecure around those people, right? So, to really have the highest expression of our divine feminine energy, it also matters that we express our physical appearance and our skill set and our life experiences, that we express them also at the highest version of ourselves. So, talking about the course that I'm working on, a new you, right? It's always about choosing the higher version of yourself, choosing the higher expression of yourself in all actions that you want to take, embracing who you are right now, and into shifting into the person that you are wanting to become, being honoring who you are and also honoring your future self by acting right now like that future version of yourself will act. And this also means having the love for that future version and having the love for your past version, we would whose consequences have led you to be your present self. So having also a lot of self-love for your current self, and still choosing the higher self, the future self, when you are going forward. The past doesn't exist, the future doesn't exist. So, what we really have is the present moment right now. That's why it's so important to love the person that we are right now, with or without all the artifice, being able to say, I love you. Thank you for all the decisions that you made up to now, who made us who we are today, and I bless you, right? So this is so beautiful, and that's what I wanted to share with you about the divine feminine energy. And knowing that being a mother is one of the highest expression of the feminine energy, so you can hug yourself and say, well done for having a family, well done for being nurturing to your family, well done for being a divine mother. And being the nurturer, how you evolve, how you grow, how you expand, how you blossom is what is going to inspire your family, your children, your spouse to grow as well, to expand as well, and to blossom as well. So, thank you so much for listening today. I love you. And until next time, stay inspired. Bye bye. Oh, I see that I have some viewers. So, hi, hi, my viewers. And if you have some questions for me, you can put them in the chat. Else, we are going to conclude here for today. I'm curious who you are, but I cannot see that if you don't write anything in the chat. So I send you a lot of blessings, my viewers, and thank you so much for being here with me. It means a lot to me. All right, all the best to you. And until next time, stay inspired. I love you. Bye bye.